Today we want to discuss the hidden dangers of food poisoning and how to protect your health. Food poisoning is more prevalent than many realize and can have severe health repercussions. Each year, millions of people worldwide suffer from illnesses caused by unsafe food, resulting in hospitalizations and, tragically, deaths. The economic burden on countries is immense, with foodborne diseases costing billions of dollars annually. Food poisoning is a serious concern that can impact anyone, often going undetected until it's too late. So, what exactly causes food poisoning, and how can we safeguard ourselves from it? What causes food poisoning? Food poisoning occurs when food is contaminated by harmful microorganisms, including bacteria, viruses, or parasites, or when food contains toxic chemicals. The contamination can happen at any stage from the farm, during transportation, in processing plants, at the store, and even in our own kitchens. The most common causes of food poisoning include Salmonella, one of the leading causes of foodborne illness worldwide. It is found in raw or undercooked poultry, eggs, meat, and sometimes in fresh produce. It causes fever, diarrhea, vomiting, and abdominal cramps. Clostridium botulinum produces a deadly neurotoxin responsible for botulism, a rare but life-threatening illness that leads to paralysis. It is most commonly associated with improperly canned foods, especially lacid foods, like vegetables and meats. Staphylococcus aureus is known for causing rapid-onset nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. This bacterium thrives in improperly stored or handled food. It is especially problematic in foods like deli meats, salads, and cream-filled pastries. Bacillus cereus is commonly found in soil, dust, water, and on plants, and it can contaminate a wide variety of foods, particularly cooked rice, pasta, dairy products, and spices. Listeria monocytogenes can cause severe foodborne illness, particularly in pregnant women, newborns, and immunocompromised individuals, often from contaminated deli meats, unpasteurized dairy, or ready-to-eat foods. Additionally, viruses like norovirus and hepatitis A are major contributors to foodborne illness. Norovirus, in particular, spreads rapidly in confined spaces like restaurants, cruise ships, and schools. Its symptoms include vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach cramps. How does food get contaminated? Contamination can occur at any point in the food preparation process, from farm to table. The common causes of foodborne illnesses include: improper food handling is one of the common ways of food poisoning. This includes not washing hands before cooking, using dirty utensils, or not keeping food properly covered, incorrect storage temperatures, or not paying attention to the danger zone. For food safety, which is between 5 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius, at this temperature, bacteria multiply rapidly, which can lead to illness. Refrigeration is essential to slow bacterial growth, and hot foods should be kept hot, while cold foods must stay cold. Cross-contamination is another cause of food poisoning and happens when harmful bacteria from raw meat or seafood transfer to ready-to-eat foods, like salads or fruits. For example, using the same cutting board for raw chicken and vegetables without washing it in between can introduce dangerous pathogens into the food. What are the dangers of reheating food in plastic containers? While most people focus on bacterial contamination, another hidden danger is often overlooked: the potential harm caused by reheating food in plastic containers. When plastics are heated, especially in a microwave, they can leach harmful chemicals, called dioxins, into food. This is especially true for containers that are not microwave safe. What are dioxins? Dioxins are a group of toxic chemical compounds formed as byproducts of certain industrial processes, such as waste, incineration. These chemicals are classified as carcinogens by the WHO, meaning they are known to cause cancer. They can also disrupt the endocrine system, leading to hormonal imbalances, and are linked to developmental problems and birth defects. Dioxins have a particularly dangerous impact on pregnant women, as they can affect fetal development. How to avoid dioxin exposure? To reduce the risk of dioxin exposure, follow these guidelines when reheating food. Always use microwave-safe containers made of glass or ceramic. These materials do not release harmful chemicals when heated. Avoid plastics labeled with recycling codes 3 PVC, 6 PS, or 7 polycarbonate. These are more likely to leach chemicals into food when heated. Never reuse single-use plastics, like takeaway containers or water bottles for reheating food, as these were not designed for heat exposure and may release toxins when heated. Now let's talk about the growing problem of food allergies. Food poisoning isn't the only danger lurking in our meals. In recent years, food allergies have become more prevalent. These allergic reactions can range from mild symptoms like skin rashes to life-threatening conditions such as anaphylaxis, which requires immediate medical attention. Common food allergens include dairy products such as cheese, butter, and yogurt, or milk powder used as an ingredient in making other foods. Eggs present in many baked goods, sauces, and processed foods. Peanuts that cause severe allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Tree nuts, such as almonds, walnuts, cashews, and hazelnuts, are common allergens. Soy, which is used to make tofu, soy milk, or as ingredient in processed foods. Wheat is also a common allergen for people with celiac disease or wheat allergies, widely used in baking breads or pastries. Fish and shellfish, such as salmon, tuna, shrimp, and lobster, that can cause serious allergic reactions. Sesame and lupin tar are increasingly recognized as allergens, often hidden in breads and sauces. And finally, mustard, which is a common allergen found in many condiments and spice mixes. So, what's the difference between food poisoning and a food allergy? In other words, how can we tell if the symptoms we experience after eating a particular food are caused by food poisoning or an allergy? Food poisoning and food allergies are both related to the foods we consume, but they are very different in terms of causes, symptoms, and treatment, and it is important to understand the differences. Here's a detailed explanation of the differences between the two. Food poisoning is caused by the consumption of food contaminated with harmful microorganisms, such as bacteria, viruses, parasites, or toxins. These pathogens can multiply in food when it's not prepared, stored, or handled properly. A food allergy, on the other hand, is an immune system reaction to certain proteins found in food. When someone with a food allergy eats or is exposed to the allergens, their immune system mistakenly identifies it as a harmful substance and releases chemicals like histamine to protect the body. This immune response can cause various symptoms, some of which can be severe. Symptoms of food poisoning typically develop within hours to a few days after consuming contaminated food. These symptoms are usually related to the digestive system and include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and pain, fever, headaches, and dehydration due to fluid loss from vomiting and diarrhea. Food poisoning symptoms are often self-limiting, meaning they usually resolve on their own after a few days, although some cases can be more severe and require medical attention. Symptoms of a food allergy, however, occur soon after eating the allergenic food, often within minutes to 2 hours. These symptoms can range from mild to life-threatening and may include swelling of the lips, tongue, face, or throat, which can cause difficulty breathing, itchy or tingling mouth, hives or skin rash, abdominal pain, cramps or diarrhea, vomiting, or in the worst case anaphylaxis, which is a severe, life-threatening allergic reaction that causes difficulty breathing, a drop in blood pressure, and loss of consciousness. Anaphylaxis requires immediate medical treatment, typically with an injection of epinephrine, adrenaline. To protect yourself and your family from foodborne illnesses, follow these practical tips. Wash your hands regularly before cooking or eating, especially after handling raw meat. Avoid reheating food in plastic containers. Opt for glass or ceramic alternatives instead. If you're allergic to a specific ingredient, be cautious and always ask the seller or supplier about it before consuming the product. Cook food thoroughly, especially meats, seafood, and eggs, to ensure that any harmful bacteria or parasites are killed. Store food properly refrigerated at 5 degrees Celsius or lower, and hot foods should be kept at temperatures above 60 degrees Celsius. Avoid fried foods cooked in reused oil, as the oil may contain harmful compounds that form during the frying process. Eat more fresh vegetables and consider preparing meals at home, where you can control the safety and quality of the ingredients. In conclusion, food safety is not just about avoiding bacteria, it's about understanding and managing the hidden risks in our modern food systems. From the dangers posed by plastic containers releasing harmful chemicals to the rise of food allergies, it's essential to be informed and make mindful choices to protect your health and the health of your loved ones. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health and food safety tips.